Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in Week 2. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives them the first.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's down to the 42-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be a first down. They'll try and throw it here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers.
Touchdown! Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Sentinels will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this 3rd-year QB.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled for a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
They're throwing it. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
The Dragons getting their punter out there. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That's a short gain of 1. And it'll give him a first down. Looking to the air here. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They're now set for 1st and 10. Pass play now. Looking to his fullback now. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. He'll throw it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Dragons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Punting unit out now. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it'll be their football. Ball at the 33 for first down. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter two. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be third and just a yard. He's going to throw this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it's going to be fourth and short. Throwing from the gun here. Throw caught by his running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's got a man left. And they take him down right along the 30.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up third down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A 5-yard gain on the play. And they're going to have a first down. Throwing out to the left, cut. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll give him a first down.
First down, Sentinels.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Sentinels pull out in front further, 13-zip. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Sentinels double their lead to 14. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Now outruns their offense to take over. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. 9 yards to pick up there, and they only need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Cut out left. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Motioning the tight end now. From the 38. It is cut left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing from the gun. Hauled in left side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. They are throwing it again. Has it downfield, working the left. And that is a touchdown! The Sentinels take a 20-zip lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Sentinels stretch their lead to 21.
Dragons nothing.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Their offense ready to take the field now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience. You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Finally a rare win for them against this passing game, and a much-needed one to hopefully restore a little morale on that sidelines. 3 first-half touchdowns. They've been lit up like the 4th of July and really needed something that could be a foothold toward a little momentum before we get to halftime.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Back to the well again. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. On comes the Sentinels punter. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. They go play action on 1st. Hits him on the out route. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Throwing now off play action. He puts some juice on it deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The Dragons chop some of the lead off before the half. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to float toward it. And that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons get it back to a 14-point game. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield. The Sentinels headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He has been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down, ball at the 36. Back to throw. He's on the move. He's keeping it. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He's dropping back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a throw. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with the high percentage make.
Returnable from the 2. And look at this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Throwing it just before halftime. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. That is the halfway point, and the visiting Sentinels taking a lead to intermission. Now we'll send you back across the Pacific to our Orlando studios. We've got Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report coming up.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin in the birthplace of rock and roll, Memphis, Tennessee, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 24-17, your final score. From there, we're off to check out another game. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. 30-21, your final. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And that one, compelling, as evidenced by that scoreline. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dragons and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's a give up the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Complete out to the right. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
He'll throw it yet again. He's got it. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Dragons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Dragons cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Sentinels ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing from the gun here. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dragons are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
This offense getting all set for this series. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Here's the handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking for a throw here. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Sentinels are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Now looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They get to him and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those many moments where I'm really thankful I'm in the booth and not on the field. Because in my day, defensive tackles couldn't run like that. This is not a statuesque QB. This guy can run. And it wasn't a linebacker or DB that chased him down. It was a big old D tackle. Tip of the cap to you, my big man.
On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And they're going to be set up in great position to begin their drive. Now we're on the counter. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. From midfield now. Avoids the sack. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I'd call it about the 12-yard line. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll give him a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That one's complete right side. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up first down. He'll look to throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And this one does not go far.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. He puts together a gain of 2, and we are at the end of our third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's still just a one-score game as we resume play in the 4th. So now here's 3rd and 5. They're going play action. Completed to his running back. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Whether they meant to go to him or it was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a first down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for it and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 46, And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
They go play action here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. This offense making its way back out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's got a man left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And they'll have first down. They send a man in motion. Pass play on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Pass play coming here. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
This throw is cuffed. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll try and punch it in. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Sentinels can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Sentinels take a 3-possession lead.
Dragons 17.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This return starts at the 5. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Here comes their offense out again. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Connecting on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives them the 1st.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing it again here. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. They'll try and throw it here. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
That's cut beyond the marker. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on fourth down. It gets them the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal. They are throwing it again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Throwing from the gun. That throw behind his intended target. This one misses the tight end. And now it'll be third and goal. Setting up a throw. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up fourth and goal. They'll throw for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Dragons get it back to within 2 possessions. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on fourth and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dragons cut the lead down to 10. And they've got it. No problem for the receiving team. The onside attempt fails. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll come out throwing. Looking for a target. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Second and 10 now. Into traffic, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, the tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Offense set for a first and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Another carry for him. Gets to space right side. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. There's a handoff up the gut. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Sending the tight end in motion left. They give it to him up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Sentinels can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Sentinels take a 3-possession lead.
Dragons 24.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll throw to begin this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. They've got to keep moving quick here. After the sack, another pass up. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Ooh, and they are lucky to get this one back on the recovery. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll have a short field in front of them as they take over. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Sentinels, as with that, we'll say sayonara from Tokyo.